Alright, so in this video we're going to go over linear equation word problems. And we're going to start with this example here. In winter, the price of apples suddenly goes up by 75 cents per pound. Sam bought 3 pounds of apples at the new price for a total of $5.88. And then we're going to write an equation for the original price per pound with the value of P. Okay, so let's start with the current price per pound. And we're going to do that by finding how much he paid total divided by how many pounds he paid for. And that's going to give us the price per pound. So we're going to have $5.88 divided by 3 pounds. Okay, so this is the current price per pound of apples. Okay, so we also know that in winter the price of apples was 75% less because the price of apples just went up by 75 cents. So if we subtract dollars, so if we subtract 75 cents from the current price per pound, then that's going to give us the original price per pound, and that's denoted by P. Okay, so let's put that in the equation. We have P equals $5.88 divided by 3 pounds, and then minus 0.75, so minus 75 cents. And we can check and make sure that this little answer box says what we want it to, and it looks like it does. So the next step is we're going to find the original price per pound. So let's pull out the calculator and we'll just plug these numbers in and see what happens. So $5.88, that's this value right here, divided by the total amount of pounds. So $1.96, that is the current price per pound. And so we're going to minus 75 cents from that. So minus 0.75. So the original price of apples was $1.21 per pound. Okay, let's see if we can try a next one. Alright, so a number n is decreased by 14 over 3. The result is multiplied by 2 to get 25. Alright, so let's start with this number n. This number n is decreased by 14.3. So we're going to subtract 14 over 3 from n. So n minus 14 over 3. Okay, so we got that part. And the result is multiplied by 2. So we're going to multiply this whole thing by 2. And we're going to get an answer of 25. Okay, so represent this statement in an equation. That's what we got here. So 25 equals, and then 2 times the whole value. We put these parentheses because this 2 is going to be distributed over this whole value of n minus 14 over 3. So 2 times n minus 14 over 3. Now let's check and make sure that says what we want. And it looks like it does. Okay, so let's do another one. Alright, Tony had a certain number of stamps that were worth 15 cents. He misplaced 7 stamps. He found that the total value of his stamp collection is now $5.55. Okay, so we're going to write an equation to represent the value of the stamp collection in terms of the number of stamps that he had originally. Okay, so let's think about this problem here for a second. Okay, so his current value of the stamp collection is $5.55. So $5.55. Alright. And each stamp is worth 15 cents. So if we get the total amount that his stamp collection is worth, and divided by how much each stamp is worth, then that's going to give us the number of stamps. So $5.55 divided by 15 cents. Okay, and that's going to be the number of stamps that he has. So $5.55 divided by 0.15. Okay, so that is the number of stamps right there that he has right now. So he misplaced 7 stamps. So that means he had 7 more originally. So if we have the current amount of stamps plus the 7 that he lost, that will give us the original number. And we'll just say that is S. Okay. So let's put that in there. So just to make sure we understand this, the original amount of stamps that he had right here. So we're going to have how much stamps he has right now, which we find by doing the total amount that his stamp collection is now worth, divided by how much each stamp is worth. So that gives us his current amount of stamps, and then we plus the 7. We add the 7 that he lost to give us the original number of stamps. So we have S equals, and then 5.55 divided by 0.15, and then plus 7. Alright, and the number of stamps that he had originally, let's go back to our calculator here and plug it in. So 5.55 divided by 0.15 or 0.15, and that is 37 stamps that he has right now. And then plus the 7 that he lost, that is 44 stamps. So he originally had 44 stamps. Okay, and that is good. Okay, so if you have any more questions, just let me know, and good luck.